But I understand people's frustrations. I mean, they're frustrated that the federal government can't fix it, so they look to the states for piecemeal solutions and to the legislatures to do that as well. And I understand that frustration. But one thing is the legislative process, another thing is my position on the issue.
Okay, so what's your position? Are you pro-amnesty for illegal immigration?
No, never have been. In fact, I'm strongly against amnesty for a number of different reasons. The first is I always use the example of the speed limit. If you say the speed limit is 70, but you don't ticket people until they reach 80, well then the speed limit is really 80, it's not 70. And amnesty is the same thing. You can't, the most important thing we need to do is enforce our existing laws. We have existing immigration laws that are not being adequately enforced. Nothing will make it harder to enforce your existing laws if you reward people who broke them. In essence, if you go to people and say, look, well, you've been here for so long that even though you broke the law, we're going to let you stay. Number one, it demoralizes the people that are going through the legal process. It's a very clear signal that why go through the legal process if you can accomplish the same thing through the illegal process. And number two, it demoralizes the people enforcing the law. So I am not, and I will never support, never have and never will support any effort to grant blanket legalization amnesty to folks who have entered or stayed in this country illegally. A local law enforcement agency now, if you detain someone and that person is an illegal immigrant, you can and should report that person to federal authorities. Whether they do that or not is what some of these laws tried to aim at, for example.
So you're for that, because a lot of people are not for that. They don't want, say for instance, if I got pulled over and I have to show status that I'm
well, that's different. I think that what some people may be opposed to is the notion that you require law enforcement to always ask that question. And the reason why some people are against that is because their argument, I think there's some validity to it, is that what you're telling law enforcement is that every time you pull somebody over that you think may be ethnic minority, you'll need to ask them whether or not they're illegal in this country. And I think some people are concerned about that. But look, the bottom line is this, okay? The bottom line is that the federal government has to solve this issue. And for Republicans, this is a dangerous issue, not because of where we stand. Because I want to be clear, where we stand on this issue is where the majority of Hispanic Americans stand. It's our rhetoric and our attitude that has harmed us, because people have come to believe that not only are we against illegal immigration, but that we actually hate the immigrant, when in fact that's not the case. We understand that immigrants, whether they're here legally or illegally, are children of God. We understand they're human beings. We understand that there's some profound and sad stories associated with their lives, but we also understand this is a country where the rule of law has to be respected. And here's why that's a problem. We've given the Democrats and the liberals a free pass, because the unions that control the Democratic Party are against immigration, legal and illegal. And they get to hide behind this issue, and all the blame falls on us. No, that's why illegal immigration has to be controlled. And there's no, and people understand that. There's nothing wrong with that. But our rhetoric is very important. I mean, we have to be clear that we are in favor of legal immigration. That we're not. It's not because we don't want more Hispanics in this country. It's not because we don't want more people from other parts of the world to come here.
I'm sorry, legal immigration meaning?
People that go through the process of coming to this country. We do have a process.
We do, yes,
it's cumbersome, it doesn't work well, it's very bureaucratic, but we do have a process by which people who choose to come to the United States and chase and pursue their dreams can do so. There is such a process in place, and we need to make it so that the process works better. And we're for that. Republicans aren't against that. The unions are. The unions are. They don't want a single person more to come into this country. And that's the message we have to get out there, is that they are the anti-immigration party, not the anti-illegal immigration party. The anti-immigration party is the union-controlled Democratic Party.